Friends of Georgia, partners of the Caucasus, stewards of the Caspian, guardians of Europe's eastern horizon, Madloba, thank you. I am Garrett Smith, founder and CTO of Concentric Industries and our family of worldwide companies, including Concentric Saccard Velo. Thank you for welcoming me, for opening your doors, and for allowing Talita and me to plant our lives here in Tbilisi. We did not move here for convenience. We moved here because the future moved here first. Tonight, I want to talk to you about a truth older than politics, but younger than our courage. A truth that every generation rediscovers when it stands on the edge of transformation. We are never defined by what we lack. Instead, we are defined by what we dare to build. Georgia has always known this. You have built kingdoms from mountains, culture from struggle, identity from fire. And now, in the 21st century, you stand again at the doorway of something vast, a new energy corridor, a new economic corridor, a new human corridor. Not east versus west, not past versus future, but hope and faith against cynicism and fear, abundance over lack. See, when you sit at the table with warriors, the conversation is always different. This is that conversation. I'm asking you to join it, to join me in seizing this day. This is our time. For the first time in memory, we have in our grasp a project that does not merely reshape markets, it reshapes destiny. The Caspian Caucasus Green Energy Corridor, the Black Sea submarine cable transmission link, the middle corridor rising like a spine between continents, and then in the middle of it all, Georgia. Not a crossroad, but a conductor, not a bridge, but a builder. Through Concentric's Green Tech Dispatch, through real, measurable, scalable, repeatable, and deployable innovation, we have the ability not just to grow economies, but to double them. Georgian GDP, Azerbaijani GDP, Kazakh GDP, Omani GDP, Visegrad 4 GDP. Shared prosperity without extracting from the earth, but rather stewarding it, without choking the air, but rather purifying it, without selling tomorrow to pay for today. This is not a dream. It is an engineering path, a financing path, a mercantile path, and above all, a human path. Abundance is not a story, it's a system. When we radically repurpose coal, oil, and gas plant emissions, we add 2 gigawatts of renewable generation for export. When we integrate the region into the European grid, when we turn energy from a liability into a super asset, we do more than deliver electricity. We deliver dignity. We deliver autonomy, and we deliver possibility, because abundance has no political party. It belongs to the farmer, the student, the worker, the engineer, the parent, the elder, the child not yet born. Abundance belongs to everyone who chooses action over apathy, creation over destruction, and the future over the past. Unity without uniformity. In this country, as in every country that stands on the threshold of greatness, there are competing visions, competing narratives, competing fears. Let us honor them, let us hear them, but let us also outgrow them. Unity does not mean we agree on everything. Unity means we agree on something larger than everything. And here is that something. Georgia deserves to flourish. Georgia deserves prosperity. Georgia deserves the future it's capable of building. This belief does not belong to one group or another. It belongs to the entire nation. And that is why a corridor built from green electrons and human cooperation can unite those who ordinarily would never sit at the same table. Because abundance doesn't ask, who are you with? It asks, what are you building? The middle corridor is not a project. It's a promise. A promise that the prosperity of this century will flow through the Caucasus, not around it. A promise that energy independence can be written in the language of natural science, strategically integrated with light, with thermodynamics, botany, and optics that are so advanced they are really just a restoration of simplicity. Because elegance is a virtue. And the best things in life are, as William of Ockham once coined in his famous razor that cuts to the chase, always the most efficient. And that's why Concentric couldn't wait to get to Georgia, because just as the mighty Caucasus tower over this ancient and fresh nation, Georgia still stands as a light on the hill. Because Georgia's place in this world is not as a spectator, but as a maker, a shaper. This promise is within reach right now. Not in theory, not in aspiration, but in the professional engineering plans, the analytical diligence, the brave new investment frameworks, the transparent and accountable blockchains, the diplomatic roundtables and deployment plans that are already taking shape. And if we take it, if we claim it, we will not only transform Georgia, we will transform the Caspian. We will transform the Black Sea. We will transform the very geometry of continents. Let the world say Georgia rose. When history looks back on this moment, and it will, let it say that here in this small, fierce, ancient country, a generation chose vision over division, innovation over hesitation, abundance over fear. Let it say that Georgia rose, and by rising, lifted the region with it. In closing, my friends, I did not come here to watch history happen. I came here to build it with you. Together as partners, as neighbors, as architects of a shared tomorrow. The Caspian Caucasus win is within our grasp. The corridor is open. The future is calling. Let us answer as one. Thank you, and let's get to work.